Hit that bell, folks. Hit that bell for us. Pace and power. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. We're fired up at our end. We're ready to go. How are you folks doing out there? Pace and power. Kyle Bino's on the live. Right out the blocks, folks. Right out the blocks. Good to see you, Kyle. And I see Edward Brooms is here. Evelina Whitaker, third woman in line. Good to have you there, Evelina. And all the other folks joining us across Facebook, on our pages, on our profiles, on Twitter, on the tube. Good to have all of you. In the ring, Derica Ferguson. We see you there as well, Derica, Kyle, and Pretty Milicia. Elijah Aaron is here too. Guys, we're happy. Good to have Ann Mitchell here. And Sam here. Good to have you, Ann. David Ivor Hamilton is here. Another Ann. And Vincent is here too. And how are you doing? All the Anns roll out tonight, folks. Don Cho has just arrived. Pace and Power. Don Joe and Don Sullivan. D-A-W-N, Don. And then we got D-O-N. Don Joe and Don Sullivan. Good to have both of you. Great to have you on the line. Very live as you come on, folks. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. That is how we want to be heard. Good to see you, Cheryl Doretta, Darren Beaton. I'll catch my breath there. Marcia Agard, Lyndon Gill, Caroline Haywood, Shauna Fortune, Abigail Cheryl. Good to have you. Great to see each and every one of you down to Robert Pops Archer is here too. Lynette Cox is here too. The Bears Camille. Good to have you, Lynette, Yvette, Magnell, Carol, Lynn Winnell. Good to have all of you on the live tonight, folks. Pace and power, boots on the ground, slippers on the ground again. Good to see each and every one of you folks share the live, smash that emoji button, guys. We got the fight card set, and if you know the program, you know we're going next. Good to see you. Good to see all of you on the live tonight, folks. On the live. We got the open up. We got the open up, folks. We got the open up. Popflow, former senior policeman, assistant commissioner of police. He tells us tonight the boys had no intention of negotiating with the teachers in good faith. Paul says, I tend to believe it. If he says so, I tend to believe it. He said it did not intend to negotiate with the fellas in good faith. Yep, that's the opener tonight, folks, as we begin. That's what Paul Slow says. And again, folks, if Paul says it is so, I think it is so. They never wanted to negotiate in good faith. Never. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it, folks.
There is the view that the government never wanted to have meaningful negotiations with the striking teachers or their union. Retired Assistant Police Commissioner Paul Slow, after tracing negotiations, concluded that there was no credibility in anything that the government negotiations did or said.
That the government just wanted to have the teachers to come off the streets and to say, remember, they came off the streets. The teachers were demanding that the government sit to talk to them, negotiate with them. The government was refusing to do that. Now, when Justice Kissoon ordered this interaction between them and the lawyer, the same day the president jumped out to claim victory.
Slow said that the claim of victory was a signal of dishonesty.
When the Attorney General was before the judge and they wanted the process, he was reluctant, he was hesitant. You got to go and talk to the principal. That might be so. You got to get order from instruction from your boss and things. But it was clear that they were not intent on having a proper, meaningful discussion on this issue.
He too had the view that comments in the budget didn't cater for salary increases was a fallacy.
Because you have gone back to the parliament every year, money for Gaisuku, billions and billions dollars for Gaisuku, and other things. So what is wrong with going back to the parliament with supplementary budget to take care of the needs of the teachers?
The GT is going back to court for the judge to determine the way forward.
Yeah, that's how it went down, folks. And we are ready to engage them. Ready. If they come back to the National Assembly, yeah, we ready. That was that was the opener, folks. Welcome to our broadcast to each and every one of you, 600 plus and counting. Good to have all of you good folks in the ring tonight. And as we discussed this morning, is it me and the prayer calling teachers dogs? Yeah. She said she ain't getting into this dog fight. Well, it's only dogs has been a dog fight. Is it me? You know, they were launching some new textbooks yesterday when Prem made his comment. She said, I've been very reserved. She said, y'all know I'm a lady, like you finding things in life, my little Louis Vuitton bag and my Prada shoes and such and so forth. And I was attending to those things in my own little corner, trying to keep out the trouble. You know how I stay. She said, they won't get in a dog fight. That is what the woman said. Take a look, take a listen.
We want to make sure not one single child is left behind because of geography or ethnicity or education level of their parents. And that's a big undertaking. And it's often minimized by conversations that keep us at a vulgar level of low. And sometimes we have to address those things. I have deliberately been quiet over the last 4 weeks about developments in the sector because I felt that getting involved in a dogfight over different opinions on different issues could not have served anyone that I held a Bible and swore to serve. And so I was very careful not to be in the back and forth. And if you pay attention, you'll see that I wasn't in on issues that, while important and while they must be addressed, cannot overtake our paramount duty, which is to bring up children and educate them so that their lives become a life that is good for themselves and good for this country.
Yeah, that's what she said. She didn't want to get into a dog fight. Pray no Sheblino. Good folks, I'm telling you this. Pray no she able. That was the opener. And you know, we also discussed this morning. You see why I need to join the morning program, FYI? I can't keep repeating myself all the time like this. You must join the morning program, 8:15. We on. Glycis Bingo Born, Gwyneth Jones, Yuli Trotman. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of folks believe they got money. And they want to talk about development happening and teachers are anti-development and a whole host of stuff. But there are folks like Timothy Jonas, for instance, who's been rationalizing this issue and said, big fancy hotel and so on is not all. Because the children aren't doing so hot in them subjects and so on, thanks to this regime. And my God, goats, cleaners and washers and presses and so on in those very hotels. We're not in the commanding heights of those hotels. So don't let's fool ourselves. Have we got any money? We can pay our teachers well. Capacity build our teachers. Elizabeth Narine, Patricia Graves, Andy Goodman, the Narine clan there in Sparkle City, Arita McKenzie, Waveney Doris. Take a listen, folks. Take a listen to what Timothy Jonas said. Take a listen.
There's a big story about this Qatari hotel going up on Carifesta Avenue. And I hear the government saying, this is progress. We're going to provide employment. And I think to myself, I've seen hotels. If you're employed in a hotel, you're the barman, you're the maid sweeping the floor, you're the man cleaning the toilet, you're the man gardening or parking the car or cleaning the bedrooms. Is that the employment we want for the next generation of Guyanese who are coming out in 10 or 15 years? Or is that the employment that we want, as happens in Kuwait and Qatar, that foreigners come in and do that, and the people who are Guyanese and should have an expectation that to be Guyanese should be to be a first-class citizen in the world. That we stay in the hotel while other people look after us in the hotel. Now, it seems to me that our vision is so short-sighted that we've sent up our debt ceiling 3 times, borrowing money hand over fist. We've changed the rules so we could take money out of the oil and gas fund. So we are borrowing, we are going on a spending splurge with contracts. This bridge, this road, money being borrowed, money being spent, contracts for friends. And teachers get 6.5%. And in 15 years, 50% pass rate at CXE, 35% pass rate at maths, and Guyanese will be sweeping the floor because agriculture continues to go down. This is a disaster waiting.
It's a disaster waiting to happen. That's what he said. It's a disaster. Disaster waiting to happen. It makes sense, folks? You can tell me. Timothy makes sense? Huh? Timothy made sense? You can tell me, folks. You can tell us. He made sense? We had a long opener. He made sense? A lot of sense to me. But I don't want to, impose my view, Valda. I don't want to impose my view, Kyle and Penelope, Enid. I see a lot of you marking your names present. Good to have all of you on the live, folks. We want to circle the sun, what we're covering internationally, folks. We're going to touch on a couple regional things, and then we circle back in the 592. You see, I don't want to bring y'all in the 592 too quick, I'm very concerned about y'all and your health and so on. I don't want to bring y'all in too quick because y'all know once you come in, there's a lot happening. We've had the crime plan, the crime prevention plan, and the PPP promises. Whatever happened to that, folks? Huh? Whatever happened to that plan? No. So let me bring y'all the long way. By the time then I kind of work up an appetite in you. Andre Jackman, Marcia Jackman. Is your Jackman family here? Marcia Jackman, Bantu King, good to see you there. You know, all the other folks. Folks, share the live for us. Smash that emoji button as well. Good folks. Yep. And we can say too, we can say partner with us as well. Let me just pause here. Pause because y'all know how we do it. Pause because who vex? Who vex, folks? We want to encourage you folks to partner with us because we haven't been asking too much these past couple days. Like we little pride and son catching up with us. Our little pride and son catching up with us, and we want to encourage you guys to continue to give to our program so that we can do more programs like this. You can always give a one-off donation, but what we really want for you guys to do is to send us something small. Don't send us everything one time. Some of you tempted to send us 1,000, 2,000 and so on one time. Send us $10 a month. You could also make a one-time donation. You'll see the link flitting by you there. Don't turn your eye to it. I beg you. Don't turn your eye to it. You can make a one-time donation, or you can also partner with us for $10 a month. We come in small. We see small price. That's like a tip. You come, you sit down for an hour, your blood pressure go down, you have a couple laughs, you get news and infotainment, and you leave a tip. Just call it a little $10. We even charge you the real thing because you gotta pay what percentage? A percentage of the Elizabeth, what is it? The percentage of the whatever it's the meal and so on. We just wrong you off nice. Something wrong down to we were wrong. Please and thank you, folks. $10 a month could keep us going. Please and thank you, folks. Moving on. We're moving from the housekeeping matters. A couple of things around the region. Russia, huh? Is there Russia? Yeah, I think I read that. Yeah, Russia election criticized. It's in a couple hours, folks. NATO and the EU are both saying it's a sham. That is what they're saying. It's a sham. And they're saying it is neither going to be free nor fair. NATO and the EU. Let's say we see this movie before. We understand what's happening behind the scenes. And these elections that's going to be happening in Russia, they're neither going to be free nor fair. And you've been watching the news, you've been listening to us for a little bit. We told you about what happened with Alexei Navalny. What about his chief of staff quite recently when he was bitten with a hammer? And of course, Alexei Navalny died in a Russian prison. He was the Russian opposition leader, as it were. So the international community watching this and they say, you know what? Sham. It's going to be neither free nor fair. That's what they say. Neither free nor fair. What else we got, folks? What else we got? Around the region, so quick we bring you in. We know y'all don't want to come in too quick because it's a lot happening. You might not want to come in too quick, but we bring y'all in nonetheless, folks. Slow and steady wins the race, and that's how we're doing it. Good to see each and every one of you on the live tonight. Slow and steady, we bring y'all in. We bring y'all. We're circling right now. We're circling, folks. We're coming in for land. We're back around the region. Honduras to Latin America. First lady is Ana Garcia Hernandez. She's running for president. Her husband was recently convicted in a U.S. court on corruption charges. I think importation of arms and cocaine and a whole bunch of stuff. Recently in the U.S., he was convicted. She said she's running because she got to prove the injustices met out against her husband. Yep. You see, Uncle Sam, time longer than twine. She says she's running. We wish her the best. Ana Garcia de Hernandez. Hope I got that right. Ana Garcia de Hernandez. Best wishes to you. Whoever want run. These things will figure themselves out in time. But good to see so many of you on the live tonight. I see Sukchan is here. I see Colin. I see Yvette. I see Gwyneth. I see Neon. Right? Cheryl, thank you for the contribution. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I see Cheryl send us a contribution on YouTube. Thank you for that. Peace and power to you. Raps Ricard, we see you there. Sheila Boychild is here as well. Kyle Bino. And Kyle says, well, Sheila Boychild says, stand by my man. The voice a little too thick. I don't know. I did that. I did that one. Right? Stand by my man. That's what the lady doing. Ana Garcia de Hernandez. As I said, best wishes to her. Look at that we're following. Yep. The Privy Council, Jamaica dancehall artist Vibes Cartel was freed. The Privy Council overturned a murder conviction for himself and two of his acolytes, and they were accused or convicted rather of the murder of one of his former associates. Yep. And that conviction today, good folks, that conviction was overturned. We wish him the best. Serve the straight and narrow so that today don't get caught. Stay on the straight and narrow. Sometimes you need a little shake up to bring you back. Yes, backslide and so on. Front slide now and come back on the straight and narrow. We should Vibes Cartel free today, March 14, 2024. Adonai Domini in the year of our Lord. Yeah. Saw some folks in part of Jamaica almost in tears. We all give value to somebody. We all give value to somebody. We wish him the best. We wish him the best foot forward. He can get you. Folks, share it live. Smash that emoji button for us. What else are we tracking? Yeah, finally, folks. I think this is the last thing we touch it regionally. Remember, we've been telling you folks what's been happening there in Tobago. Tobago with that oil spill. Yeah. Well, the Tobago authorities are telling us that it's under control. It's not finished. They're still doing the cleanup exercises and what's not, but they're telling us that oil spill there is under control. We still don't know who owned the Cully Boy, aka the Gulf Stream. And there's still no sighting of the Solo Creed and the cruise on board of the vessel. But GPL says not them, but our fuel late. We have a fuel problem here. The fuel late. That's what they're telling us. The fuel late. It's not we own. It is not ours, folks. But. Listen for the but. But the fuel late. I tell you what the folks say. Don't hold me to ransom. This is not them. It's not any of their importers, exporters, supporters. It's not one of their friends, probably their favorites. But it's a wee few a little short. And the folks, we told you before, the analysts told us Watch who got the fuel shortage. And you're going to know what's up. You'll know what's up. GPS is not them. It's not them, but we got a little problem. We got little problems, as you will see shortly. Folks, y'all know, once we come into 592, it's trouble in the dance. You know it, you know it. You know we lying on them. You know we lying on them, Elizabeth Norine, Marcia Jackson, Fidel Ennis, Irwin Dahl. You know we lying on them, Sheena Hazel, Deirdre Albert, Leon Blair. Oh, some of our favorite people on the live tonight. You know we lying on them, folks. We're not. We're not. You know, on that Guyana Teachers Union story, Dr. Vincent Adams, bright fellow, right? Some of y'all think Jack, you're bright. Next to Vincent Adams, Jack is like a 5-watt bulb, huh? In a 500-watt bulb contest. He's a bright fellow. He said we got him money to pay these teachers, you know. That's what he said. Remember, we started the opener. For those of you who missed it, Paul Slow says that this government never intended to negotiate in good faith with the Guyana Teachers Union. They scuttled the thing from the very start. I'm certain from the very first meeting, Joylyn, Debbie, Wenda, Angela Jordan, I'm certain from the first meeting of the Guyana Teachers Union and Ministry of Education, Justice Sanders Kisoon started making some notes. He said, "Say with this thing going already. Let's start making this decision one day." I'm almost certain. Dr. Vincent Adams says, we got the money's there. But the wicked, the stink and the dirty. Take a look. Take a listen.
The permanent secretary in the Education Ministry told the Guyana Teachers Union this week that the 2024 budget doesn't cater for any pay hike for teachers. He also said that it certainly can't accommodate any retroactive payment for teachers. Commentators say that nothing is further from the truth.
In terms of finding the money, it's absolute baloney. Like I said, even if it's 50%, and it would be a disgrace, and an insult to give these teachers anything less than a one-time 50% increase. And by the way, that's going along with what the vice president and the president ranted and raved about when they were in opposition.
Dr. Vince Adams said that the money is there. He suggested that there are 13,500 teachers in the system.
13,500 teachers. And you gave those teachers, let's say a 50% raise. That would add up, you know, the total budget, about $14 billion. $14 billion. Let me repeat it again. $14 billion. Do you know what the infrastructure budget is? $666 billion.
He said that the $14 billion set aside for education is about 2% of what has been set aside for infrastructure.
Take 2% out of the infrastructure budget, 2%, which is about $14 billion, like I said. And that would still leave the infrastructure with $652 billion. What more do you want?
He said that among the biggest liars in the system is Vice President Mara Jagdeo.
The vice president gets up there and says, well, we can't afford it because we don't know what oil is going to be in the next several years. Guess what the president says? The president says, okay, y'all hold on till 27. You can get what you want in 2027. Now, mind you again, the vice president said, we can't give you this money because I don't know if we can sustain it when we get into the outer years, like 2027, our prices may drop. But at the same time, the president is promising you that, oh, everything is going to be fine in 2027. So here again, they're giving you what we call a lick and a promise.
Mr. Vince Adams admits and insists that the money is there.
Yeah, the latest out of the Minister of Education, she says she getting in the dog fight. That's what she says. She ain't getting in this dog fight. Naomi, why you wait till 2027? Why is that? You don't like them now. It's only they must wait. Why do they wait for the salary till 2027? Huh? Why if they wait for the plane, the cocaine plane, they fly around the Caribbean with? Till 2027. They want nice time now, but you and your family must wait till 2027. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar, folks. I'm not telling you. They want y'all wait. Hey, look, story here now. For your information. What's the Spanish? For your information. For your information, folks. My God. In this country, you see? Well, listen back. They're telling us the regional ferry. This is not region 1, region 2 here. This is Caribbean region ferry. It's closer to fruition because them boys have incorporated a company locally. We watching this. We watching this. Y'all know how we stay. We ain't gonna do these things. You can imagine soon the ferry come here. It'll be such an embarrassment. It broke down. Somebody thief out the spanner. Gone with the clutch. To the lights. Oh, I'm begging you all. I'm begging you all. The people don't give you all the trial run with the bow-leg sheep. The black belly sheep. Them sheep come fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. I'm telling you the truth. Them sheep come, remember you know the sheep come fluffy, fluffy. Bantu King, fluffy, fluffy. Next time you see them sheep pulling, sir. And the eye cross. Some pulling kakai sheep. Right? Somebody thief out the sheep and put back this new batch here. It's a hybrid. That being said, folks, they said it's closer to fruition. Vesta Hardy, Rajkumar, Neon Hardy, Lester Williams, Ronald Gordon, Wilma Grant, they said closer. Closer to fruition. Folks, Father begging you, don't let anybody thief out the parts of the boat. Don't let anybody thief out the parts of the boat. You have no friends and family if you would fetch it out, you know. Would fetch it out. You will see that boat dock till him back. Bart go, run and wine. This is now me now this boat come here. They'd fetch it. They'd fetch the whole boat and the creek. Watch them. Careful. I happy for the Caribbean region. I'm writing for we. Now we embarrass yourself. It says closer. A lot of white and white there. Well, what a day would it have been if we had a little accident? Right? What a day it would have been if we had a little accident. Folks, you can imagine a day you wake up in this country and no accident. I can see people saying, Lord, forgive me all my sins. The end is near. All my sins, Father. Forgive me. I never sent charity 40 cents. How, Father, forgive me? Huh? I always want to send you the $10. Oh, forgive me. Spare my life, I can send it now, Father. Spare my life, I can send it now. We had one accident. Anything outside of the norm, send it now. Naomi Drucker, I can imagine Naomi. Oh, Father, you know you convict me for sending 12 cents, but I only sent 9. Forgive me, spare my life today. I can send it. I can say accident, folks. Accident. And this one's a weird one. This one was a weird one, folks. Right? This country with y'all remember the time Irfan came off the boat in Bardica nearly fall. Everybody's come off the boat good. This country it's like something is just tech week. Like something is just tech week. Right? 2 fellas riding someplace. Them boys a pile of sand come out of nowhere. They said they good. They got a license and so forth. They said this pile of sand came out of nowhere and attacked them. Right? This pile of sand, I'm telling you what the fellas said. I'm not trying to invent things here. Right? We're not trying to invent anything. This is along the Enterprise Access Road. A 17-year-old and 19-year-old going kitty catter. Right? Ramesh and his friends. Ramesh Prashad and his friends. And they said this pile of sand come out of nowhere. It was upside down. With the two of them, I'm telling you, folks, what happened? We're not trying to be facetious here. We're not trying to be slanderous and libelous here. You all want to come in this country. Once we come in, we can't help ourselves. I know could be some teeth and sand right there. Could be some Stephen stones right there, a heap of stones. I don't know, you just don't know. That could be the burial ground stones. You remember the man that fetched out the burial ground stones? Fetched out the stand? And people said stones just come out of nowhere. And it's upside down. And they end up in the drain, mud all over them. That is not easy. Is it the spirits that running edging out in the ground? I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm watching to see. Once we come in this country, folks, man, I was taking my time. I'm bringing y'all here for a soft landing. Eh? Serving y'all a little plantain chip and a little juice as we coming in from the 10 cents. from the 10 cents, Donna Miller, Asquith, Diane, and Kenawashi. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Is it Kenawashi Braffett? Name I seen here? Hold on. Is it Kenawashi Braffett? I ain't seen his name in a little while. Terrence is Kenawashi, Kurt, Lester, the light one, and John. Remember your 40 cents, Kenawashi. Don't just come and eat and feel nice and then you're gone. The people say the stones came out of nowhere. But that's a sign. You better put on the motorbike. Right? Put on the motorbike. If it's the same gravestones, if it's the grave sand, next thing you know, you end up in a hole. That could be a sign. Put on the bike. I telling you. True story. Years ago, I had a motorcycle. I had a scooter. Red. I should have known what's problems. True story. I had a red scooter. One day, take a turn. Scooter licked me upside down. I said that again with being a red scooter. I parked there and was done and down with scooter just. I started walking till I could drive. till I could beg and drop. Just so you know, just like that. I don't say I'm a red one too. I should have known. Anything red would be problems. I should have known. Lester Tom, forgive me. Angela, forgive me. Rennie Mackenzie Talbot, Orwin Dunn, Suk Chan, Wilmot, Terrence, Kurt. Y'all forgive me. Yeah, I was too young to know the truth. Too young. Please and thank you. Upside down. The galash. Yep. And of course, if we had a fire today, it would be a strange day in Guyana. Right? It would be a strange thing. If we didn't have a fight today, I could see some of y'all walking out y'all office in the public and private sector and standing up in the sky and say, oh, shucks, boy. This is the end. This is the end here, the Gawi. This is the end, Angela Jordan. Sukchan, Wilma, Terrence. This is the end. no fire today. This is the end. But alas, folks, alas, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. You see why it's bringing you all in easy for life. Y'all like a rough it up now. That's why I was bringing y'all easy, kitty cutter. Bringing y'all in for landing, folks. Firelands Grove today. Whole house went up in flames. You know, fires of the PPP. Fires of the PPP. That's what we're tracking tonight. Fire relates this property in Lands Grove. Take a look. Take a listen.
Move on this way. I want to buy it. I want to buy it. I want that sort of question that I like to buy. Yeah, but that's the water. So can I go take you? And I'm just to the yeah. What is Yo, don't just know. Watch they. Watch it. Watch it. They got out there before they came. So out there. Now them traffic. Now them mother contact. Fire and go. Right where the party just keep every vaccine. You know, for me, them always late.
Yep, always late. That's how we went down, folks. I may be a little different. Hold on. I may be a little different. If you tell me to save this place and you can throw the trench water, you don't need to live in the room and so I may say just like if you tell me I might be different. You can throw the trench water, Guyana and so on, and these chairs and so on. For don't let the fight, but I might say, all right, I never like it anyway. Just let go. If the trench water for me in Little Dubai, yeah. Irfan, Little Dubai. We doubt you. If you tell me, Sherry Van Rossum, the light one, Rachel Johnson, it's just me. I mean, it might not be you. You might spend your time scrubbing out the carpet, the chair, and cleaning out the fridge. All I got to what you open the fridge, you see some fish jumping around, and you know how the live fish get in the freezer there. I said, just. Don't worry with it. Let me fry a little fish at this fire. Barbecue little chicken. Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. Tremaine Parry, thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your contribution via YouTube. Thank you, Tremaine. Right? I don't know, might be just me. Might be y'all. Y'all might get the time and say, look, we can scrabble back this place. Call in, what's it, people? The carpet people. State masters. Vacuum out the carpet. Right? Lash out them fish scale from the blind and so on. Right? When you see you come in the bucket, I said, look, Cheryl, you know. Ram and Sita, y'all don't worry. Yeah, just let go. Right? Just let go up. Irwin Dunn, Gloria Pot. You see, don't the bucket, sorry. Let me remember it as it was. And even in that turmoil, that loss there, fire has a kind of art if you have the eyes to see it. A kind of mastery. Just let me remember how it let me remember how it was. 2 weeks down the line, Naomi come over. Next fish jumping. Naomi laugh. He said, that's Obia, the neighbor walking away. You know if he got you know the fish swimming around in the pool at the bottom of the chair for 2 weeks. You see, once I see the bucket come, I say, hold on. Yeah, no. Don't matter with all of that. Let it go. Folks, our thoughts with those folks who lost the home there, Vashti, Amanda. We're not making light of it. I'm just saying my own preference. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's good for the people. No. Let's try to get them some help. I'm just saying if it's me, just They're in the buckets and so on. They're in the buckets and so on. Desmond Hodge, Mark, and Deborah, and so on. Folks, good to have all of you on the live this evening. There's a lot of things we're covering. There's a lot of things we're following. Andrew Griffith, right? Andrew says, look at the whole village. You know, at the very end of the video, we kind of trim it in the interest of time. One of the villagers said, you see, it's somewhere you live good with people. You see the whole village turned out there. Yeah, there has to be a good family, right? I see the other side of it, you know. But she said, it's somewhere you live good with people. Yes, get help. But you got to water your living room and so on. I'm sure they should save something, you know. I'm sure they save something there. Let's get them some help, folks. Let's get them some help. We got to be so careful. I think we need more public education where fire is concerned. You know, we need so much more public education. I don't know what was the cause of it, but of course, if you've been tracking fires with us, we've had one too many fires. Pansy Field, you know, the folks who put the graphic together for us, the graphic artists and so on, I feel like they give up on us. The subcount now. We were pushing on three graphics just covering fire since the year started. I feel like they give up on us now. I don't know. They must show them graphic that they used to give me in the fire here, too. Right? I know what's happening, Sandra. But folks, our thoughts for these folks who lost the property here in Anns Grove, either due to the fire or water damage. That being said, folks, that being said, let's push on. Rock and come in, Mohammed. Rock and come in, Mohammed. The folks, you see where I go up, I want to get money like the Mohammeds. I want to get money like the Mohammeds. Yeah, money got back. You get a house. You get a house. You take a car. You take one. You take one. You take a Mercedes. You take a Ferrari. Money like that. Rock and come in. Money got back. Folks, if you have been watching us, Amit, Debbie, Pansy, Heaven Faith, Melly said, we've been tracking the meteoric rise of ganja. Y'all not used to be a two-seed, Naomi. You remember those days, Naomi, when you had a two-seed? You had a little reefer. Is that what they call it? I like Obama, right? I take a puff and I inhale. It was a little reefer. It was a front toe. I call it from memory now, right? Ingrid Carter. It used to be a little thing. And they'll send you away for 3 months and so on. We tried to get it curbed, you know. Non-custodial sentences and a whole host of things we put on the table. But everyone never want them things. They're too busy selling out land and so on and sandpit and them kind of thing. They want them thing. But we have noticed the uptick in these large swaths of land cultivating marijuana. As sugar goes down, as rice goes down. You all heard Timothy Jones said, agriculture waning. Large and large plots of land. This is not Ethiopia. This is around the corner. Police telling us at Ibini Bagdam in the Berbice River, they destroyed 151 million worth in ganja. You know, it's fascinating to me. There's been no controversy who own these lands, you know. You don't hear who own it, but don't got no controversy. You don't see the city engineer writing saying, oh, this land belongs to the government. You don't see lands and survey doing no thorough investigation to find who got the plot, on which to find 151 million worth in ganja. You don't hear that. Oh, is here? 10% of it got destroyed. That's all you hear. But we've been following it. We've been following it. 10% get destroyed. 151 million. Now, if you look at the expanse of that real estate there, you hear $151 million in marijuana get destroyed. You said that's the end of the marijuana trade in this country. That's the end. You ever see them Rasta men who use it? My brothers there. You see? I'm Rasta too. My heart is dread. Don't worry. The ball head. The heart not up. It's dread. Rasta men outside. Spare the revolution tomorrow. Ja! Fireman police. When you hear 151 million, you say that's the industry gone. A little fraction. Right now, as I'm burning, they got cement throwing seed. And another 150 acres somewhere to sprout in a week or two. You know, throwing seed. Big combine and harvest and a bunch of stuff. This is the new green gold. A sugar wains, folks. It's a new green gold. And all this is today, you know. All of this is today. I can tell y'all, that's why I'm bringing y'all a slow landing. Y'all sitting down? You're sitting down? They're running Grove and they seize 3.7 kg ganja. 3.7 kg they seize in Grove, in an abandoned house. Police said they got a tip off. Now, what fascinates me, good folks, what fascinates me is the fact that the thing is labeled. I don't know what this code means. KHJB6. Clearly, that is a shipment. KHJB6. And they're telling you to the vintage. Right? You all see that? They're telling you the vintage. I don't know if it's the manufacturer's stamp of approval, this KHJB6. Folks, y'all should see how close I am to the screen without my glasses. I have to read this. How am I feeling? The age catching from me, folks. The 35 catching from me. I mean 46. I mean 45. Oh, Jesus. You know we ain't good with the maths. 30 something. 7.3, you see I'm telling you? 3.7 kg ganja. What's the labeling for me? I don't know if y'all see. Who's seeing this with me? Huh? I'm going to put on my glasses here and take it off for you. Who is KHJB6? No, it's BG. Look at the blue one. You see? You see? These folks got to take in a little cursive handwriting in school better than you know. They're taking the cursive handwriting better. Right? And then they tell you the vintage. No, folks, hold on. Bring it back first. Bring it back first. Now, if you got a 2024, I would suppose you got a 2023 and maybe a 2022 because if the year don't matter, why put it there? So my man say, I want the old one. I want the fresh set. I can take it and let it mature and so. I want the fresh set. Somebody can be very vexed and upset because the whole 3.7 kg, that's a lot. That's a big shipment in an abandoned house, you know. In Grove, police had got a tip off and they went up and seized this. Look at the drums label KHGBG. That's the form. I don't know if this is the year of establishment, the vintage, or what have you, but this is what we're seeing every day. Cocaine and ganja rivaling each other now. Cocaine and ganja rivaling each other now. As sugar goes down, the other green gold shooting up. It's fascinating to watch. And the police worried about sandpits. The light one, Pansy, Aaron, Lester, Marcia, Wenda, Wilma, they worried about sandpits. Yeah. Little Dubai, folks. Little Dubai. That's what they tell us. Y'all thought we were here ready now? Coming down. We coming down. We coming down. You know, when I see some things, I'm fascinated. Fascinated. Enter Vindhya Prasad. Act 1, Scene 1. Vindhya at an international conference, she said, oh, her government has a holistic plan, Minister of Social Protection, something. And old age pension. Her government has a holistic plan for eradicating violence against women. I was looking for that the other day. I see a young lady had some damning allegations against a senior minister. What she wrote, if transferred into a book, could go on the New York Times bestseller list instantly. It would start at number 1. It would start at number 1, the way Beyonce's song. What's the new song? It would start at number 1 there on the book chart. Right? But see, when they're among people who don't know them, who don't know the deeds, they have a holistic plan for eradicating violence against women and girls. You know what's the plan? You're digging your heels at the accusation until public pressure and private pressure from the Americans is so much, then the individual becomes accountable. Only then, and only then, are you moved to action. And it's not about charges. No. The big sahib is called and find out, do you want to resign or you staying? He's called and find out, do you want to resign or you staying? But the international stage, the hypocrites, the Jebusites, the Philistines and the Pharisees, they're eradicating violence. You know how they're doing it? Huh? Take a scholarship. Take a scholarship. Take a phone. Right? Take 5,000 a box of cook up. That's how they're doing it. I'm going to car and hush. A young lady in Region 9 was shot by the REO. How they eradicating the violence? They're still waiting a legal opinion. He's still on the walk. That's how they eradicating that kind of violence. But in the international stage, oh, you see how the pamper set in the cell? Yeah, you see how the pamper set in the cell? Yeah. Things like, remember Timothy said, how we can be tenants in my own country? We can be working for the Qataris. Now, he's not a general manager. We're not even a supervisor. We clean a room from cutting cane, we clean a room now in AC. Right? Even I can take you out the sun. I can take you out the sun. From cutting cane, we flushing toilets. You see? Our young people need better options. Things tight in this country. But we say if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. And I don't care how tight things tight. We got little values and morals. We got little decency. And we ain't going somewhere. We ain't going some places. We're not going some places, folks. Said 2 young men stand accused of stealing cows and goats. We're a bad spot. We're in a bad way. That's what I'm telling y'all. We in a bad way, folks. Is that the cows and goats? Like the traffic wrong, eh? Cows and goats tell us. This is what our young people is reduced to. These are their options. And as we look and see more and more lands, hundreds of acres being cultivated with a new green goal, the ganja, we're also seeing more and more of our young people are turning to some very, very unsavory activities in this country. And that is cause for alarm. We can continue to monitor, folks. We are going to continue to monitor. We are going to continue to look at these things. And more than that, we're going to bring interventions to our young people. This is little Dubai we're talking about. When you feel you can't make it in this life, you feel you can't make it in this tongue, huh? You got a 10-day walk, you are going to thief somebody goat, thief somebody cow. Come on now, young people. Pull up your socks. Oh, shucks. Pull up your socks, young people. Pull up your socks, young. Well, that's your blackout. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. But we got to give our young people a fighting chance. We got to fight for them. When last year the blackout, for us, it was almost the entire day today. 3/4 of the day was blackout in this little Dubai. in this little Dubai. Blackout. 17 generators, they claim, they profess, they bought recently. It's only 1.5 working. 1.5 working. Well, last you had it. Well, they move from the rack that by the cable and trip over the rabbit with a 9 and a piece. They're now saying it's theft of electricity. People diverting. I know I learned when I was an undergraduate doing law. Undergraduate, I ain't fail, I ain't flunk, I ain't follow. Some people follow in second year. No. I went through and I got my LLB. I could put it behind my name, but I like all these fancy things. Graduated a Bachelor of Laws degree. Y'all take the HS, man. Bachelor of Laws degree. Please and thank you. Bachelor of Laws degree with Diploma in Communication Studies. I gotta go back and finish the master's program. I gotta go back and finish. We're not done with y'all. I gotta go back and finish. We learned. Don't let me stray. Come back. You can't thief electricity. You can't pick it up and run with it. You can divert. You divert it. I think that's the offense. Diversion. You reroute it. GPL said a lot of people rerouting. And the system needs the power. Can't get it. Right? I hope nobody watching we now ain't watching us and rerouting electricity. I hope so. Folks, I want to be honest tonight. I want to be honest. If you watching me on rerouted electricity, or you know somebody watching me on rerouted electricity, put up your hand, let me see you. Right? Put up your hand. Go and say no more. If you watching me tonight on rerouted electricity, or you know somebody watching us, the PUC, the Public Utilities Commission, said charge them. We say go and send no more. Unhook the wire, charge them. If heaven faith is a hand I seeing, y'all know my sighting good. Heaven faith is a hand I seeing here. No, it's a smiley face. Sorry, heaven faith. Sorry about that. I thought it was a hand. If you want rerouting electricity, right? Diverting electricity. GPL said that is what causing the problem in the system. Too many people diverting electricity in this country. Yep. Believe it or not, folks. That's what the folks said. Diverting. diverting the power. If you're watching us on diverting electricity, folks, don't put me in a spot. Don't put me in a spot like that. I'm telling you what the people say. I'm telling you what the people said. Well, the Guyana Trade Union Congress, I can tell you, carrying them to court, joining the action with the Guyana Teachers Union, joining the action there. Well, Roysdale Ford filed the papers today. Roysdale Ford filed the papers today. Good for Attorney-at-Law Senior Counsel. He filed the paperwork. The TTU now going to lay out before Judge Candidate Pursue. Litany of woes the government installed regime. They're going to lay it out for them. Let's see what happens. Let's lay it out for them. It's fed up for y'all. Fed up for them. The Guyana Trade Unions Congress joining the fight there at the level of the High Court. Let's see where it goes, folks. Let's see where it goes. Crime spiraling. Remember there was a fire recently at the Ittering Bank. Y'all remember that? 2 days ago, big fire. A few buildings razed to the ground at Ittering Bank. My God. Today, folks, bandits shot and killed a supermarket owner there in Ittering Bank. Severely wounded his wife. What is country coming to? I remember the same way the PPP campaign, they wanted to renegotiate the ExxonMobil contract. They said, we're going to create a crime prevention plan. I can never say crime prevention plan. Waiting before. But in both instances, we're still waiting. In both instances, we're still waiting. Ittering Bank, folks. The people trying to eke out a living in this country, like so many of us, going about the business, kitty cutter. Some people see that, they don't like it. You know, the show that's a couple of fellas they have held since this killing took place. You see the age? None of the two of them are anything past 25. And they've already learned, if the facts are true, how to take a life. And have deprived this family of a life. Them boys promised me a crime prevention plan. But before them and the Guyana police force, they hammer it out. No. They're fighting we on the for the Qataris. They're fighting we for ExxonMobil. They're fighting we for Sandpit. That is why we are where we are today. And we see this spiraling of crime, folks. Spiraling of every day. Carnage on our roads and waterways. Violence against our women and girls. An increasing crime. You close your eyes and you know tomorrow papers, what's going to be in there? Crime section full. Violence section full. Carnage on our roads and waterways full. Fire right there. Ganja right there. Cocaine right. You could close your eye and know what's in the papers tomorrow. That's why we say, don't buy no more paper, send me the 40 cents. I mean, give it right here. Send us the 40 cents, folks. Our thoughts and prayers for this family that has lost a loved one. The poet Don John says, any man's death diminishes me. Never seek to know for whom the bell tolls. Tolls for thee. It tolls for thee. Yep. Where's the promised crime prevention plan? How many more gotta carry this load? You know, that song retains its relevance in any language. In Chinese, in English, in Spanish, in Portuguese, in Hindi, in any language, it conveys the same. How many more? Why we see all these social vices whenever the PPP is in power? Why? Why is that? The closer, folks. The closer. As we wrap up, the closer. We're talking about the teachers. We start there. Let us return there. Dr. Vincent Adams says, while we're spending 2% of the national budget on education, oh Lord, we spend about 50+% of the national budget on infrastructure. Folks, if we watch ourselves closely, God forbid, you see teachers that got to turn to some unsavory activities to make it in their own country. Unsavory activities. Teachers got to teach for 8 hours, and then at the Qatari hotel, you got to take a cleaning walk to pay the bills. If we don't watch ourselves in this country, very soon, 2% of the national budget going to education, 58% for infrastructure. Take a look, folks, and take a listen.
The importance of recording discussions was reinforced during the scuttled negotiation between the Guyana Teachers Union and the Ministry of Education. When the talks collapsed, Chief Education Officer Saddam Hussein in a statement reported that the Education Ministry had never agreed to a multi-year agreement with the teachers. The recorded minutes of the meeting proved otherwise.
Because after he made that mischievous statement, the Guyana Teachers Union made a release of the minutes of that meeting, and every single thing that he denied, the Chief Education Officer, as normal, everything he denied, the Guyana Teachers Union put out there the minutes of the meeting.
That was Moderator Dennis Jaikaran, a former Region 2 Executive Officer. Former head of the Environmental Protection Agency, Dr. Vincent Adams, said that one can't trust the government which has no respect for the rule of law.
You know, I have been firsthand involved in the ruling by the same Judge Kissoon on the parent company guarantee to cover an oil spill, if it occurs, that Exxon will be responsible for that oil spill. I was there at EPA when we wrote it into the law, into the permit. And when I left, the government, two courageous citizens had to go to court to defend something that was already in the law. And of course, Judge Kissoon again ruled in favor, overwhelmingly in favor of that of what was in the law that we had already put in. And the government turned around and now they've appealed it.
He said that what happened with the GTA is a modus operandi. He said that the government lies and when caught would refuse to accept its fault.
The budget is what are the priorities. The budget tells where the heart and soul of a government lies. And we can see that it doesn't lie where in the interest of the ordinary man. It lies in the interest of their rich friends and family.
Adams said that 58% of the budget goes into infrastructure.
That's correct.
Education, not infrastructure, is what is the foundation of the building of an economy. You know how much that goes into paying teacher salary? 2.5%. 2.5%. So what you're saying is that the teachers are worth 2% of the value of the country, while the infrastructure is worth 58%. The average salary of a teacher is $180,000 per month. That's about $180,000. It's about maybe $850 US dollars. Do you know what the other countries, Trinidad and Tobago, their average salary is $1,500. Grenada, that does not produce a drop of oil, it's $1,900. Dominica, that does not produce any oil, $1,670. Even little Antigua, it's $1,110.
Yep. Good folks, that was the closer, and that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks to all the ringsiders who joined us this evening. Pace and power, boots on the ground, folks. That's going to do it for us at this end. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to have you here, Michael Reed and Bernadette James, and I see we got Lyndon Gill and Facebook user, and I see Juan Perez is here too, and Charles Nelson, Osman Hodge, and Osman Edwards rather, Jenny's Booker, Trisha Adams, Marcy Agard, Kyle Bradford, Charles Nelson, Romy Leander, good to see you there. Diane Graves, Andy, good to see you, Diane, and all the other folks, Sandra Hanover, there we go. Roy Andrews, good to see you too, and Tessa Hayward. Folks, it's been my privilege being here with you folks for the last hour or so. Pace and power, stay safe, folks.